Okay, we're going to rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, thanks everyone. Call to order, 6 o'clock. And we're going to go through roll call. And now at the end I have Bob Turner.
Here.
And Terry Langton. Here. Gary Jones.
Here.
Bonnie Ripker, I'm here. David Humphreys.
Here.
And Sandra Lester. And Judy Weir.
Here.
Ah, we heard you loud and clear. Okay, so everyone is present, and that means we've established a quorum. Also on the phone, I believe, do I have David Bernstein?
Yes, I'm here.
And do I also have Andrew? No, Andrew McBride, who's another attorney in the Bernstein office, may join us later, and he would be on the phone. Okay, the first thing we have on the agenda is the approval of minutes. The board has the minutes from the October 11th meeting, and I assume that everyone has been able to read those. I would like a motion to waive the reading of the minutes and adopt the minutes as written. Can I get a motion from somebody?
I move to adopt the minutes and waive the reading of them.
I have a motion from Sandra to adopt the minutes as written and waive the readings of the minutes. And I have a second from David Humphreys. All those in favor?
Aye.
Judy? Aye. Anybody opposed? Aye. Okay, unanimously accepted. The next item of business on the board meeting is the termination of a share. And all of the board should have the information in front of them. I will just give a little bit of a summary to the people that are in attendance here. Just hang on a second. Okay, this is the share. First of all, is anybody here in the matter of Millard and Claudia Meeks? Okay. This is a share that's held by Millard and Claudia Meeks, who are both deceased. It's lot 398. We have reached out for a period of time trying to find heirs and be in contact with those heirs, and have found none. And so what we are doing is we are reviewing this share as of October. The owner of this share owes the cooperative $13,500 and an additional $1,800 in attorney fees. And in addition to that, taxes of at least $2,500. And so we are looking at terminating this lease so that the share can come back to the co-op. Anybody on the board have any questions? Okay.
I make a motion that we terminate share 398 by terminating the proprietary lease, which effectively terminates the share for non-payment of property taxes and maintenance to the cooperative.
So I have a motion from Gary. Second?
I'll second.
Sandra seconds. Any further discussion from the board? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Everybody's in favor, so we have a unanimously approved the motion to terminate the share and the proprietary lease for lot 398 for non-payment of maintenance and attorney fees and taxes. Okay, that is all that we have on the agenda for the meeting. So I will entertain a motion to close the meeting.
I make a motion.
Terry? Terry makes a motion to terminate, to adjourn the meeting, and Bob Turner seconds. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, that's unanimous. So the meeting is adjourned. I will now take a few questions from the group.
Repetitive ones?
Yeah, I'll take the same ones I've answered on next door the last 1,000 times. I can do that. I'm used to it now, I have practiced. So if you have a question, would you please give me your lot number and your question? I really don't, everything that I said in the meeting on the 11th of October, I don't have any more additional information. So, hi Andrew, we're done. That's what happens if you're fine. You're 5 minutes.
Great, Andrew. Thank you all so much. Great meeting. It was 12 times the charge, so
Typical attorney.
I'm happy to hear that everything went well, and I guess no need for me to be on, but
Thanks for joining us.
all right, thanks guys, take care.
Okay, just a second. Okay, so now I'm back to, said goodbye to Andrew. So now I'm back to, I'll take Dwight, go ahead. And I'll take your question from there, then I'm gonna repeat it so that it's on the tape. Okay, Dwight?
This sounds like a dumb question. We just canceled the lease on 39th, correct? They owed taxes, right?
Correct.
We pay the taxes to get the
We have to.
tax sale?
Yeah.
Yes, we have to. In
I
order,
don't
the question was, if we terminated a lease and a share on a lot, do we have to pay the taxes? In order to sell the property, all of the taxes have to be paid because otherwise the title is not clear. We have to have a clear title to transfer the property. So, yes, we are stuck with selling the share. Was paying the taxes now that we terminated the share. Go ahead. Yeah,
Matt Tinker, lot 521. You're going to get the numbers, are we going to get the numbers that are missing with the lot rent, or do we have a number that we will pay in total? There's some numbers that aren't in there, we're all signing these blank checks.
no, you're not. What you're signing is, if you signed that one in that last sheet, you didn't need to. All you're signing is a receipt of the prospectus. You are signing that you received.
We hereby accept and confirm that we accept the receipt of the prospectus.
Correct. You accept that you confirm that you received it.
How about the accept part of it? We
You
accept,
accept that you confirm that you received the prospectus. There will be a later time when you will have a lease where you will sign with the blanks filled in.
the blanks filled in. So we're not having the blanks filled in, we're right
No,
now.
not right now.
So we're just,
Frankly, I cannot explain that or fill in the blanks, neither can anyone at Palm Lake Co-op. So that is something that needs to be done with ELS. Okay?
okay, can I give another one?
No, I better let Ed go first.
All right.
All right, Ed.
Yeah, now that we're down to, what, 611 shares?
Maybe. We still have some legal cases going
Yeah, you
on, so maybe.
terminated one. Out of those 611, as of today, how many shares have been processed and cleared for an issuance of the check if it were to happen today?
Oh, I'm sorry, Gary just left. I would guess about 200.
It was 219, but I think a few would be left.
Okay, as of last weekend, it was 219. So we still have more. We still have more that we have to. We still do not know for sure if we are going to extend the date to closing. We expect that we will, but ELS has until Thursday or Wednesday night to give us written notice that they want to extend for a month. That's part of the contract.
And according to our docs, LLCs are illegal according to our
That's
documentation.
correct. That is correct.
So we have some LLCs in the bank. I'm assuming that they have to revert back to original stock or shareholders.
Yes, LLCs are being contacted. So what he's asking is that there are some shares that are in the name of an LLC, which is a limited corporation, licensed limited corporation. Anyway, they have to, our bylaws say shares can only be owned by real people. So those, each one of those, we're contacting them, and for the most part, all they're doing is putting the name of an owner in the LLC on the share.
Bonnie, I have a question.
Okay, go ahead. Hi, Bonnie.
You don't have eyes in the back of your head, right?
I do, some days.
Bonnie Hill, lot 478. We don't have a blank of the prospectus receipt. We have to go to the office to get
Yeah,
that?
the office has it. It's in the, do you have the prospectus? No.
No.
Okay, go to the office, get the
The problem
prospectus.
is we both work from 8 to 5, Monday through Friday.
Is it online where they can print it?
That's your
Yeah.
problem.
Do I have your email?
It's online.
It's online, or it's also on the website, or I can send it to you.
Okay, I'll give you my email
Okay.
address.
Yeah, I
Thank
mean-
you, Bonnie, I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, Phyllis, go ahead.
Hi, Phyllis 529. If you have someone other than the owner of the share living with you, do you have to have them sign that sheet?
No, she's asking if somebody other than the owner of the share is living with you, do they have to sign the prospectus? No. Okay, well, let me go through the forms just a little bit. The W-9, anybody that's on the share has to fill a W-9. That is the information that our disbursement agent gives to the IRS. The prospectus, one accountable person per household has to sign the prospectus. So if it's somebody living with you, they don't. You are the accountable person if you're on the share.
When do you feel that there's going to be a closing?
That's a good question. When do you feel there's going to be a closing?
That's what I'm asking.
I mean, if the contract says that ELS has until the 1st of November to give us written notice that they want to extend a month. That does not mean that I mean, the option is to extend a month. That does not mean it would take a whole month. But they are still doing some investigation of things. And just so that everyone knows, there are some people coming on Thursday. And we are going to be doing some water sampling from irrigation wells. So that's, given that I have had notice and that those engineers have an appointment with us on Thursday, I'm pretty darn sure that ELS is going to extend, because they wouldn't have gone forward and done that if they weren't planning that. So that's why I'm saying we haven't gotten written notice. I can't tell you for sure, but I think that they're going to extend, because they're sending those people in.
Also, we're still out like 300
Oh, yeah.
packages.
Yeah, we still don't have the stuff for 300 and some people. So even if ELS didn't extend, we aren't ready. And we, just so that you realize. Huh?
That may never happen.
Then you're not gonna get paid.
Then you won't get money.
Well, so what if 300 people turn it in and 300 people don't?
Well, we'll hound them. There are legal ways to get people to give their information, because the co-op voted to do this, so we can take legal action against people who choose not to comply. That will take extra time, but, and if we don't close until December, then your payment will be in the year 2019. I verified that. It doesn't matter if the co-op closes in December, it still means that individual payment would be in 2019, and so it would go to your 2019 taxes. Okay?
I can't hear you. Phyllis McCormick. Okay. Is there any chance that this whole thing will fall through?
Okay, the question is there any chance that this whole thing will fall through? There's always a chance. You know, we sweated it through how many hurricanes? Every time an issue comes up, we've sweated it through that. I don't think it's likely, because when you look at the involvement ELS has had, the fact that they've got 2 homes in here that they still haven't gotten the permits for to put on the lots, but that they're going to be here the homes are here, they're just not set. We've had the companies that are responsible for setting up the homes have been in here to talk to us, but I've done the paperwork twice now so that they can put the homes on the lots, and the county still is not giving them permits. So, I mean, I think those are all signs that yes, ELS is moving forward, but there is always a chance. I wouldn't ever tell you that there wasn't.
Barry Bernhardt, 1234. 1337.
Okay.
When can we expect the board to be done with their trying to find these other 300? I mean, you got to put a date out there, because if you don't, you know.
When the board is going to be done?
When are you going to have the paperwork finished on the people that you don't have down?
Oh.
The other 300. You got to set a date to stick to it.
Well, I don't know what good a date will do. We did set a date. The date was November 2nd.
Well, let's close.
We can't close without their information.
Makes 2 of us.
I think we need another lawyer.
I don't think a lawyer will do it. I mean, I need an armed guard to go to everybody's house. I mean, we have told people and told people and told people, so we'll continue to work on it, and it's a lot of work every day to get all this, and it is coming in, and we are getting more in, so hopefully we'll be there. I'm going to do Lois first.
No, I was being smart.
Okay, well, you can still be smart. Okay, now I'll take Matt.
Okay, Matt Tinker, lot 521.
Yeah.
Once again, my question is, we're looking at the 5%, 10%, the holdback. Can you explain what that holdback is? And
Yes.
what happens to the money that we talked about in the beginning here of the park having that $3 or $4 million? Is that part of that 5%, or is that something in the future that we're still going to get?
Okay. The amount of holdback will be determined at the time of closing when we see what we need to be able to pay all of our bills that we've already incurred. We have been through now all the contracts we have. Some of them have a penalty for ending the contract before the year period or whenever it was.
Is that our money you're talking about, the park money?
Yeah, that's park money.
Okay, so then what you're saying is that at the end of this closing, that we'll get the money that ELS is going to give us.
Yeah, the money that ELS is going to give us.
There'll be no holdback to any of that money.
No, ELS is not holding back anything.
Okay.
They get the money and it goes into an account. We have that money, and it's a bank and trust. We already have that account set up, and they don't get any of it. It's the money that we're holding back is money that the co-op may need to use before we finally dissolve the co-op. After we've been through a period of probably 6 months, we're guessing, then we will distribute that, whatever that money is, we will distribute that money to the shareholders. And like, go ahead.
There is actually
warranties in a separate account with a title company that, while the ELS isn't holding it, it is subject to the contract being completely fulfilled. We close, and then there's a couple $100,000 that's held back in that escrow. The money the gentleman's asking about is actually, when he says $3 or $4 million, I think he means money that you have in your bank account, which are funds that you presently have. It's not $3 or $4 million. It's closer to $1 million with an additional $1 million that's held by the bank to collateralize your loans. It's about $2 million total, which I believe, Gary, that's the right number on. Your treasurer's on the line; she can confirm it. But that's money that you would put in for disbursement immediately to your shareholders. That's not being held back. When it closes, that money goes in to your account to be dispersed. The holdback is an amount to be determined that actually that likely be several $1 million. I don't know the amount. I can't tell you right now. Let's just say it's 5%. It could end up being 5%. So it could be $2.5 million or so held back. That money will be dispersed in the order of, as the property is liquidated. At the very end, after all the expenses and liabilities are paid, which there's a plan of liquidation that was approved at your last board meeting. When all the funds are available at the end of that period, and you will disperse. And as you said, that could be it won't be any earlier, likely than 8 months after the closing. So there's quite a bit of work to be done after the closing. And folks will be getting the lion's share of the proceeds within, we'll say, 3 weeks or so of closing. And then that holdback will be dispersed in the same calendar year of 2019. But we can't say whether that's, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, it depends. But ordinarily, there's up to a year that is the post-closing dissolution period, because you've also got to file taxes. CPAs have to conclude that work in the calendar year 2019. So there is a holdback, and it will take many months before that's dispersed, but it's in your account, as you said.
Okay, the ending of that, what he had to say was that the money that we had in the bank, the 2.3 million that we had in the bank, is no longer 2.3 million. It's like a 1 million. So we've spent over $1 million already in trying to sell this park.
No, explain to him that the calculations were wrong. That's why there was a redistribution. I don't know if he was in the meeting or
he was.
Material or not.
He was.
But he should know. Is that White?
No, it's Matt, but he's been in most of the meetings.
Oh, well, Matt knows. I mean, that's why the materials were handed out that explain the miscalculation early on, and your accounting was off, and the CPAs came back in June, and you got a new report, so that's why you voted in August. But you should give a financial. You really might want to give a financial report to your shareholders at the next meeting or whenever you're capable of doing that. But no, sir, there's not 3 or 4 million. It was more like, I think it was closer to $1 million, plus the $1 million as collateralized. That's my memory. Bonnie, why don't you speak to that?
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. It's still the same 2 million.
Yeah, it's still the same. That's correct. You are correct.
Were you talking about the $3 million that was going to be escrowed for capital
No,
improvements?
I'm talking about the money that
You're talking about the
park
money,
holds.
okay.
We have
We still have
money in
that.
the bank, we have money in stocks.
Yeah, we still have that.
Have money. Okay.
I mean, maybe not all of it, because we have had to,
Yeah, we can build
buy
it.
new air conditioner and buy, but.
But we're also taking in money every month too.
That's correct.
Still as we go.
That's correct. Okay, wait a minute. I'm gonna do Ed then.
Should we pay our taxes in November?
Pay your taxes. Pay your taxes. The taxes you pay in November are for the year you've already lived through, so, yes, pay your taxes. Because we're not gonna be, if we end up, well, you're gonna need to pay. Let's just put it that way. Anyway, you're gonna need to pay. Go ahead, Ed.
in light of the fact that you got to hold back 5 or 10% to close the corporation out, I understand that. My question is the litigation with First Choice been resolved?
Yes,
Thank you.
we finished that. But I mean, those are some of the kind of things that we've had to spend money to complete. And yes, that litigation is gone, thank God.
Good job.
Go ahead, Phyllis.
Are they still gonna pay the $1 million for the prepayments?
Yeah, it's actually, it's a little bit less than that, but yes, they are. It's now a little bit less than the $1 million that initially there was $1 million penalty. It's now, because it's gone some time, it's a little less than that, but yes.
That's over the 70,000, the
Yeah.
70 million.
It's yeah, they're still paying that over the 70 million. All of the things that were in the letter of intent still are in force. Nothing has changed with any of that. Oh, somebody over here. Okay, go ahead, Nancy.
The last one speech you were 5. I don't speak so much English, but I'm going to ask you something. For the fees, what's going to happen with the fees? For all the fees we have to pay for the future? When it's going to start and what?
Okay, let me go over the fees. The question is, what about all the fees for the future? Until we close, you pay, right now, you pay the same maintenance fee you've always paid, all right? Once we close, then the next month, which would be the new rent fee, we have made arrangements that the co-op will pay that, will pay everybody's increased rent for that first month. It will come out of the funds that then would be distributed to everyone. But we are paying that first rent fee so that nobody has to pay increased rent before they have the money that they'll receive from ELS.
But you're still paying it.
I mean, you're still paying it. I mean, it is still coming out of, it's not like a freebie, it's still coming out of money that would be your money. But we had heard from enough people that there was concern that there was a rent increase and they wouldn't have money to pay it. This way, it will be paid, so they will get their money from ELS before they have to pay increased rent fees. Okay? Is that your question?
Yeah, then we're going to be advised.
Then you're going to be at 675.
Okay.
That's contingent on us closing in November, correct? We do not pay an increased rent fee in December.
If we close in December, you will not pay an increased rent fee in January. I mean, yeah, it's just that the first month we have agreed to pay that so that no one has to pay increased rent before they have money in hand. Okay, just gonna, I got Fern over there.
My question is, for people that wanted to take names off their share,
yes.
If you turned in the necessary, your original share, the necessary paper that had to be signed, is there anything else that we are going to have to do?
If you haven't heard from us, I would say everything is cleared through and okay. Because we have gone through all of them, and we have the law firm working with those. And so any ones, and there are a number where there are issues, you're being contacted personally.
Oh, all right.
Anyone with an issue is getting a personal contact.
Bye.
I have another question. I'm sorry, just because I never received the good time the papers. I was received on late, or I never received it at all. Then we're going to be sure that everybody's going to receive them the same letter, the same correspondence, because
just stop in at the office. Stop in at the office, and they'll give you. Did you come down? I mean, were you in transit?
Yes. No, we're going to stay here for 6 months.
No, I understand that, but the people that we have. The people we've heard from who did not get their papers, between the mail problems in Quebec and us sending things there, I know that there are some people that have not gotten their paperwork. We've been trying to work with whomever we can to send everything by email if we can. Otherwise, pick it up in the office, but if there's anybody who hasn't gotten their papers, we're happy to email them. You know, local, we don't have any problem. We've been able to mail them out and they've been fine, but we've had a real problem with Canada right now. I don't know, are you on strike now or not?
Moving around. Sit still. Let's get to the distribution of the checks. This being 2018, I would think the feasible way to do it would be electronically. How are they going to distribute the checks? Are they going to hand them out individually?
Yes, because we need to have a receipt. You're going to need to sign for your check.
You get a receipt on the electronic transfer.
Okay, that's fine. The way we are doing it is we are going to have check handed out and you will sign for it. We probably will set up times in the clubhouse when our disbursement agent will do that, and we'll probably set it up scheduled by lot numbers.
That's a good idea, Bonnie. Set it up by lot numbers.
Oh,
Yeah, I think so that you don't have to wait too long.
Dumbest idea around. You should electronically transfer. Electronic transfer.
Okay, I'll take one more question. Quiet, please, I can't hear her.
544. What happens if we're not here when you give out the checks?
Okay, if you're not here, I mean, right now I'm thinking it'll probably be January. January is the time when most people are here. If you're not here, then we will make arrangements to mail checks, certified mail, where we get a return receipt. Or Bob will pick it up for you. He'll take it. We just need we need a very airtight system where we are assured that everyone who has a check and it's the right people on their names. You know, we have a lot of people popping up who think they have a right to the money. As Mr. Bernstein said, there's some divorced people who want to get remarried. Okay, we're going to close the meeting then. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you, David.
Bye, Bonnie.
Distribution of the checks